Well, good morning. It is Monday, January the 12th? No, 13th. January 13th. So, how'd everybody's weekend go? Mine went well. As you saw in my last video, we had some snow, so I took a snow day, Friday. So, today I need to edit that vlog to get it ready for tomorrow. I think I'm gonna work on my Snow Woman porch greeter. So I think that's what's in store for this week. So I have to cut the wood still. I didn't do that. And then I can paint and all that. I hope the wood is dry. I had it outside. I need to see that first. Hold on, let me see. Yeah, I don't think it's dry. So maybe next week on that. Y'all, we still have little patches of snow. Let me show you. On this side where the sun rarely ever goes. So yeah, we have a little bit of snow left, slush. Our neighbor's daughter built a snowman. That's its remains. Have a little bit of snow. Should have brought that board in, but oh well. It'll dry in a couple of days. It's not too wet. I can't tell if it's wet or cold. So just brought it in to let it dry if it needs to dry, warm up just to see. Oh my gosh, let me tell y'all what happened Saturday. So Barry and I were in the kitchen. I think we were getting something to eat. I can't remember. But all of a sudden, I heard a murder of crows, right? They were just going, I mean, crazy. Quack, 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 quack. I look out my window, and in these trees, there were at least 10 crows. Just quack, 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 just going crazy. So I was like, oh my gosh. I'm like, what is going on? So I went over to that bird feeder over there. I don't know if you can, yeah, that one right there that I put peanuts in for the crows and the squirrels, whatever. So I knew it was empty, so I went, got it, put peanuts in, took it back over, and when I got over, they flew away, right? Then one crow went quack and fell down the tree, and I was like, oh no. So I run over. It fell behind our fence, unfortunately. Fell behind our fence, and I could tell it was hurt. So it was like labor breathing. Its head was turned and its beak was down on its chest. It was belly up. So I'm like, hold on, little guy, hold on. I come running into the house as best as I could through the icy snow, and I'm like, yeah, we had was getting dinner ready. Barry had already made his plate, and I was like, oh my gosh. I'm like, the bird. I'm like, please come help. So we go out there, and I mean, it was dying. There was nothing we could do. And then it had blood coming out of its beak. So, I mean, there was nothing we could do. There was no, like, humane way to put, to help it. So, unfortunately, we just had to let it be. We came inside, and later on, we went out, and sure enough, it had passed away, and we buried it. But it was I was like, oh my gosh, what if all the crows were out there saying goodbye? Like they knew it was dying or whatever. So, and we did take precautions just in case there was, it was bird flu or whatever. I don't think it was, because I've looked up symptoms and there's no symptoms of blood coming out of their beaks. So he obviously had an internal injury of some kind, because he just fell out of the tree. So I was very sad about it. All right, I'm gonna make my coffee, and then I gotta get to editing. All right, y'all, I'll talk to you later. Bye. Okay, my smoker came. I hope this is going to work. We'll unbox it in a second. I just noticed that it said it's charcoal smoker, which it is a grill too. So you can also use it as a grill. So that'll be cool. I bought charcoal wood, not the pellets. So I'm hoping I can use that in here, because now I've gone and looked at the description more, and it says for cold smoker to use pellets. So I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. We have Jack on the box. Instead of Jack in the box, Jack on the box. Oh, let me get a knife. Alright. Got a claw. Okay. Before I do anything, I do want to read. I want to make sure that I can use the wood instead of pellets. Okay, it does say it just says wood. So I'm going to say that, not using pellets will be okay. I don't know how to use a smoker, really. I'm going to need to look that up. I think you have to put charcoal first, for the heat, and then you put wood around it. And I know you put a water thing on the bottom, so this should be interesting. So, let's just get this bad boy put together. I have to sort these out because they put all the same, they didn't separate them. And I don't know what bolt is for what. Hey everyone, it is Tuesday, January the 14th. As you saw, I just went outside and measured where we originally were going to put the shed. I measured a 10 foot and then 12 foot by 8 and then by 10. The 10 is too wide for that area. And to be honest, I don't think where we were going to put it is going to work because of the island that the Japanese maple and my azaleas are at. It would encroach on that. So we would have to move it up, which is what we're going to have to do. Because even at the 8 foot, I think it's a little too too close to it. It'd be better to have two people, of course, to measure so that you can have straighter lines than what I did. It was just really a rough look because I want to, this is why I'm doing this. I want to plan out inside of the building where I'm putting things, and I had already started doing that. But then today, I had an epiphany when I'm like, okay, I need to get an art video started for the week, and then I'm just like, oh my gosh, it's gonna take me 30 minutes to set up this camera. It's very clunky, it's just awkward, and I'm just like, you know, I just don't think I want to do art videos anymore. It's really not worth to do videos. Now, it's not to say I'm not going to paint anymore or that I'm not going to do that kind of stuff, because I am, because I love to do that. However, that's more of my hobby, you know what I mean? And to be honest, I don't get a lot of views on my art videos. Not that I get a lot of views on my vlogs either, but at least with the vlogs, I don't have to necessarily set up anything. I just set the camera up and start talking or show you what I'm doing and then just have to edit. So the editing is what takes the longest, you know. It could take, depending on how much I've talked or whatever, because I try to edit while I'm videotaping, which is probably not the best way to do it, but it at least saves me a lot of time of doing edits, you know. But it can take a couple of hours, 4 hours to edit a vlog. The art videos takes longer than that, and then I'm spending time having to set up my camera because I don't keep it set up because it's in my bedroom. So it's really not worth it to do art videos. I still want to vlog. I do it selfishly, really, because I like to, it's like a little diary for myself that I like to then go back and look on, you know. So I will always vlog, and you know, if I do have a video where I'm like, oh my gosh, that was pretty neat, I want to do a video to show people what I did, how I did it, I will do those. But I will just be vlogging, showing my projects that I'm working on, because I do have a lot of things that I want to do. And that's another thing, that these art videos, it takes up my time on other things that I want to be doing. So I hope y'all understand all of that. So my original thought for the shed was to make it my studio altogether, put my paints out there, my papers, everything. And then, you know, I get fixated and then I don't think through, and then I think, and I'm like, well, I will not be able to have a dehumidifier out there all the time because we're going to be running an extension cord across the yard. Can't have the extension cord down all the time. That just will not work. So I can't have a dehumidifier on all the time like I do out in the garage. The only thing I can have is the little bowls that you put pellets in and it absorbs water. That's the only thing that I could put out there, and I don't know if that would work very well. Plus, the shed is going to be not as insulated, I guess is the word I want to use, as the garage. Even though I don't believe our garage has any insulation in it, it does have drywall, however. So it is a little bit more of a layer than what my shed, because I'm not planning on putting drywall up at all. So I know that it will be even colder or hotter than in the garage, and I just don't want to ruin my paints anymore, or my papers. So now my thought is I want it to be just my woodworking workshop is what I want. To be able to actually start doing more woodworking, because I want to. I have always wanted to, but it's been such a pain to have to move my saws and then to put it back and all that. If I had a workshop where it's all in one place, it would be so much better. So now I'm wondering, do I need the 10 by 8 or do I need the 12 by 8? I don't think I want to go 10 foot, but I will need Barry to help me measure, because it's easier when you have two people to keep straight lines, to see how how big we want this, but I know it's going to be one or the other. And I also didn't bring it out from the fence as much as our other shed, and I want to do that. I think we went out 5 feet from the fence with this other shed. It could be 3, I'm not sure, but I only went 2 feet from the fence. So I don't think that's going to be far enough, because you know, you want to be able to get behind it just in case things happen or whatever. And if it's in that corner, for sure it's going to be, that island will be more in the way, because I need to go even, because I went 2 feet from the neighbor's side of our fence, and I think I need to go more than 2 feet. So I don't know. I'm going to talk to Barry about it, see what he thinks. And yeah, so, but I can at least know that I'm either going to go 10 by 8, 12 by 8. So I can pretty much decide if that's which one would be big enough. So, all right, I'm done yakking. I have dusted the house, so my chores are done for the day. I do want to keep this video edited. The smoker, I'm excited to use it, and I may use it today to smoke some chicken breast, but they're skinless and boneless, so I don't know if you can even do that. I'm gonna have to Google, because I don't know anything about smokers, but I'm gonna learn. Let's see, anything else going on? I don't think so. I do need to work on my campaign. See, that's another thing. I have my campaign I want to work on, and so yeah. I want it to warm up a little bit more, and then I'm going to get my circular saw out, and I'm going to cut this board and paint it. And I might just do that in here, because there's not really much room on my table to do that, or just bring in the colors I need. So I don't know, we'll see. All right, I'll talk to y'all later.